Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a collective reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. So if you would like to contribute your energy in a stronger way to the reading today, I do recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference that do allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. Right as I am beginning this reading, I am seeing out of my peripheral vision the sun starting to come out behind the clouds through the window. So metaphorically speaking, I feel as though this could indicate a silver lining moment coming for someone, some kind of breakthrough occurring in your life. Now, if this doesn't seem to be applying to you internally, this also could indicate that you are like this silver lining or this so-called ray of sunshine for someone that you are connected to. As I always say with these readings, these are meant to connect to energies and energy dynamics, so they could apply to your internal self or to someone or something you are connecting to externally. Now, of course, your intuition is the perfect compass of your life experience, so I always recommend listening to that intuitive voice within yourself above all else. And it's really just my goal through these readings to reconnect you more consciously with that intuitive voice within. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm feeling really pulled to the Burning Heart Love Oracle. So what can I channel for the beautiful souls listening to today's reading? So right away, we have the card, I've been working on myself and I'm not the same as I was before. I'm hearing new light. There seems to be someone here who wants you to see them in a new light, because they feel as though they've been making a lot of changes, and this is giving me the energy of someone who wants to impress you with those changes. They want you to know how much they've changed and evolved. It's almost like they're eager to show you how many positive changes they've made within themselves or their life. Now, notably, this card did come out in my last reading as well. So if you are resonating with these messages so far, I do recommend exploring the previous reading from Wednesday as well, because there may be some messages for you there also. So after listening to this reading video, you could circle back to that one as well. Now, at the bottom of the deck, so a bit of a hidden truth here is I'm ready to take my mask off. So this may be someone who showed up a bit inauthentically with you in the past, or I don't get the sense there was something they were hiding from you maliciously. Yet all the same, this person may have been hiding or kind of guarding certain aspects of themselves. I feel like something about this person may have felt just a little bit off to you, or you may have always had this sense that you couldn't quite pin down that this was someone not showing up 100% authentic with you. But again, when you're not really able to pin down exactly what about someone is off, what isn't in alignment, this can actually just cause you to feel a little confused, to feel hesitant around this person. even to feel a little bit uncomfortable. For some reason, I'm hearing tripping over your words. So this could just be an unrelated side message for someone, or it could apply to this specific dynamic. But regardless, someone's guides want me to say here that when you are around someone who is wearing a mask in some sense, or when their energy, what they are at the core, is not lining up with what they are presenting on the surface, this creates an atmosphere that can feel very uncomfortable to someone as empathic as you when you are around them. And some manifestations of this uncomfortable energetic atmosphere are that you might actually find yourself going quiet, not really knowing what to say, tripping over your words, possibly even physically feeling clumsy around this person. This can often happen to empaths because you are, in a sense, picking up that something is off energetically. And again, this isn't always something malicious. This could just be someone who is afraid to show certain aspects of themselves. So again, this could be literally applying to this specific person for some of you. For others of you, this could be applying in a more generalistic way to your life experience and interrelationships. But regardless, I want to pull some traditional tarot cards to read more into this person who's been working on themselves. Again, so far, this could be platonic or romantic. I will let you know if I get a stronger indication of either direction, whether I'm picking up a bit of a romantic energy or not here. So here we have the King of Cups. So this is coming off as a masculine energy that is really trying to get in touch with their emotional world. So part of how this person could have been wearing a mask is they may have not been open and honest with you about their emotions. I'm hearing they may not have been able to even articulate their emotions, not because they didn't want to, but simply because they were not emotionally connected to themselves. So a lot of this inner work that this particular energy has been doing has been internally, emotionally. For some of them, this is involving a lot of time alone because I'm seeing someone sitting with themselves, whether they are journaling, meditating, simply being alone with themselves. I'm also hearing that in some cases, this could involve working with a trusted friend, a counselor, a therapist, or just having deeper emotional conversations with someone in their life that they really trust. Now, when I say that this seems to be a masculine energy, do take that as it resonates for you personally, because we all have a balance of feminine and masculine energies internally. However, for the purposes of this specific reading video, I am strongly picking up that many of you listening will resonate more so with the feminine or the divine feminine energies for those of you on a path of spiritual awakening. Whereas the person coming up here is definitely coming off as a masculine or divine masculine type of energy. So another card to come out here is the Star in the reverse position. So I feel this person's soul saying that they are really in the depths of their spiritual awakening. I'm hearing so many things in their life feel as though they are losing meaning to them. Not in a negative sense, although it might feel negative to them in the moment. Ultimately, this is an ego death experience that this person is going through. I'm hearing things that they used to love just don't seem to light them up or make them happy anymore. Distractions that they used to be able to use to distract themselves from how they're really feeling are no longer working. All of this is meant to reconnect them with that deeper, more emotional self. And I'm also getting that when this person tried to enter your life previously in the physical 3D world, their human physical self wanted to connect with you. They wanted to enter your life, but they were not capable of keeping up with you emotionally because you are someone who is extremely emotionally self-regulated. You are extremely connected to your inner emotional self. Whereas this person was almost your opposite in that regard. They were extremely emotionally self-disconnected. And because of this mismatch, it's almost like the two of you were put out of alignment with each other and beyond circumstances that may have felt beyond your control seemed to keep the two of you apart or disconnect you physically. But if these circumstances seemed beyond your control, your guides want you to know you simply were not capable of being in alignment with this person because they had to go on this internal journey of healing themselves, of connecting with their emotional world. I'm also hearing that as they are making it past this surface layer of emotional self-reconnection, they're realizing that what they thought was the problem, of course, the problem in quotation marks here, because really seeing things in terms of like a problem here, it's sort of black and white thinking. More so, they are identifying blockages within themselves that are manifesting as these dynamics that they might label as problems. But what they would call the problem, or what they may have called the problem in the past, was only the surface layer. This emotional journey is showing them that there have been things much, much deeper beneath the surface that were essentially like they're getting to the root of things, if that makes sense. Whereas before, they were really fixated on the manifestations that in this root metaphor would be comparable to the leaves of a tree. It's like they were focused on the leaves, but they are now being taken to the source, to the root of their problems, or what they would refer to as their problems. And I am hearing that for some of them, this is going deep into parent dynamics. So they may have been raised in a certain way or had certain unconscious dynamics occurring in their childhood with their parents that caused them to act or behave in certain ways. This could be religion coming up for them, limiting religious belief systems or rigid idea systems that have limited them in some way. And once again, we have the death card reversed, representing this ego death that is taking place within them. This is someone with the 10 of Swords reversed who feels as though some of their worst fears have come true, especially around you and this connection. For some reason, I'm hearing the word blocked. So one person may have blocked the other here, or there may just be the sense of being blocked out of one another's lives. But regardless, it almost seems like this person created their own worst case scenario with you. It's like they were so afraid of losing you or being disconnected from you that they actually contributed to that or created that scenario through their actions or their inactions. It's like they led themselves down a path of receiving exactly what they were so afraid of because for a while they were resisting doing that deeper level internal emotional work. And it almost took that worst case scenario to push them into this healing process. And again, I feel this person's soul really wanting to communicate to you that they are doing that healing work, that they have made these changes within themselves. So in the extended version of this reading on Patreon, I will be channeling more in depth into how this person has been making changes within themselves, what they want you to know about this process of transformation that has been taking place. I also want to know this person's deeper thoughts and feelings related to you and related to this connection. So for those of you interested in those additional messages, the link to the extended version of this reading on Patreon is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. But for now, I am going to move forward in the reading. So a card just came out here, and this card is the Four of Pentacles in the upright position. So this can speak to control, possessiveness. Now, this could be this masculine's energy that came out here. Maybe they exhibited possessive or controlling behaviors, either as a friend, a family member, or a romantic interest in your life. It's almost like they exhibited this behavior because they weren't addressing the deeper fears that were leading to the manifestation of the behavior. It's almost like someone who tries to control everything in their life to keep a lid on their deeper emotions that they don't want to process and deal with. And this person is being taught surrender, again, possibly through the experience of some of their worst case scenarios, especially when it comes to connection with you. So if this doesn't apply specifically to that dynamic, then this could represent some kind of issue from your past or a person from your past coming back up again in your energy, or some kind of past issue that you've dealt with seeming to resurface in your energy. Now, of course, this won't apply for everyone listening, but I do want to channel a few details on this for those of you who are resonating with those messages. I'm also picking up that this could actually represent someone who is feeling possessive of you. Now, in some cases, this could be an entirely different physical person. I am getting a very romantic energy potentially from this person for whoever I'm speaking to here. It's almost the energy of someone who doesn't have you, but wants to, I don't want to say possess you, but it's like they want you for themselves here. This may even be someone who isn't necessarily very physically 3D connected to you, but connected to you at a distance. So can I get more information on this person feeling possessive over our divine feminines? We wanted different things. So this could be someone from your past where things didn't work out because of a difference in values and vision for the connection, or because of a difference in priorities. But this also could be someone coming in new, or someone that you've met recently who is worried that they want more out of this connection than you do. They find you to have a very, it's like an ungraspable energy, someone that they can't quite fully get a hold of or understand. It's almost like someone trying to lock you down into a commitment or into a long-term connection, but they're not really sure what you want out of it. Or again, this could be the dynamic with someone from your past here. Now, I feel the logical side of this person's mind is telling them to let you go because, again, they are concerned that the two of you want different things, that they may have been more serious about you or this connection than you are about them. Regardless of whether or not that is true on your side, that is what this person's fears or their insecurity is telling them here. And yet we have the card, I've never felt anything like this before. So there's something about your energy that they find highly magnetic and quite literally irresistible. At a deeper energetic level, this is your open heart chakra energy, because here you have the most beautiful and purest heart. They've never met someone who walks around as open-hearted as you do, who loves and sees and embraces other people unconditionally in the way that you do. I'm also hearing that this person notices something very specific about the effect your presence has on others. They notice that just by communicating with or being around other people, you naturally uplift and inspire them. You make them feel deeply comfortable. and at peace, not just with you, but with their own self, because that is just the powerful effect of this unconditionally loving energy that you radiate. But again, the sense I get from this person is that they see all of these beautiful qualities about you, but it's like their first instinct is they want that for themselves, not necessarily in a negative sense. It's just that they see all of these qualities about you, and it's like they want to almost like possess or own you or have all of that to themselves, but your energy defies being contained or being restricted. And that is the complex dynamic that this person seems to be dealing with. It's like they don't quite understand that freedom is at the very core of your being, that you are like that butterfly energy that doesn't like to be, or really, it's not even that you just don't like to be, it's that your very essence defies being contained, being restricted. And I feel this person may also want something very traditional with you, regardless of whether or not that's something you desire. And again, part of their insecurity is they're concerned you wouldn't want that with them. They seem to want something very traditional with you. And again, this person seems to just have a very logical, kind of tradition-oriented nature about them in a general sense. And yet what they so admire about you is that you are so very much the opposite. So I almost feel this person is trying to hold back their emotions for you, but they can't even hide the sense of admiration that they are feeling. It seems to just show through their facial expressions, the tone of their voice. They don't seem capable of holding back those feelings, even if they're capable of holding back verbally expressing them. It's incredibly obvious when this person communicates with you or when they're around you, how they're really feeling on that deeper level. They feel like they can't help but wear their heart on their sleeve around you. Can I get more information about this energy coming out here? Whoa, okay, so we have the Star card, which just completely flew out of the deck. So this tells me there's a very fast moving energy working through this person that seems to be transforming them on a spiritual level. So this is someone going through a very rapid spiritual awakening, but their logical mind doesn't seem to be fully putting those pieces together yet or realizing that. Now, I strongly feel this is a rapid spiritual awakening that you actually inspired in this person. Now, this could be the same physical person that came up earlier, but in a different energetic state of being. But what I'm getting is a major difference between these two people or energies is that this energy is the Star card upright, whereas the first energy was the Star card reversed. So someone still very much in the depths of ego death, going through a lot of deconstruction of their physical material world, feeling a bit uninspired, feeling like nothing really lights them up anymore. Whereas this is someone who is, yes, going through a rapid spiritual awakening, but they're more so in this phase of heightened creativity as a result of that awakening. They're feeling more of, let's say, the positive benefits and effects of going through a spiritual awakening. It's just that at the conscious level, they don't realize that it's a spiritual awakening causing them to feel this way. So this is someone who may have noticed increased success in the workplace. They may have noticed a difference about themselves physically or about their energy. I'm hearing a glow that other people are noticing. They might be experiencing heightened creativity, feeling more optimistic emotions. Now, although they don't realize this is necessarily a spiritual awakening, they are connecting the dots to you because you do seem to have played a role in sparking that awakening through touching this person with your energy, whether that's through astral realm communication, connection, through some kind of communication physically, through meeting this person physically. And they've realized that you've played some kind of role in this, even if they can't figure it out. Now, again, I feel the issue would be that this person is connecting all of these very high vibrational experiences and things in their life to you as a person directly, which is making them want to, again, like lock down this connection, almost like possess or own you, not realizing that what they're really feeling is the effect that your energy had upon them, and that because your energy is meant to be sparking these kinds of spiritual awakening experiences, you really cannot be restricted or tied down in that sense. I just keep getting that. It's like this person is experiencing the benefit of the spiritual awakening you sparked within them, but they're not realizing what's really happening. So they're connecting all of these positive experiences to you, but then almost putting you on this pedestal where they just want to completely own you or have you entirely for themselves, or move really, really fast in this connection or relationship in a way that you might not be interested in or might not be ready for. Now, of course, only you and your intuition can speak to what you are ready for or what your intentions are for this connection. It does have a very new feeling about it. So I sense it's very likely this is someone you've met recently, or they want to move things forward very quickly. This also could be someone who is coming in futuristically. There's just a very new kind of essence around this person. Now they're coming up as the Six of Cups reversed. So they are going through this process of maturing, and I feel that this is still very much in progress for them. So although this spiritual awakening is happening very rapidly, it does feel as though it's almost like this person is trying to jump ahead to some kind of an outcome, whether it's a full-blown connection with you, moving things really fast, tying down this situation, whereas they are meant to be allowing that energy to transform them over the course of time so that they will undergo a transformation that would then allow them to make a stable, reliable offer to you. And of course, at that point, you could decide whether or not you wanted to accept that offer. But this person gives me the sense of someone trying to move more quickly than you necessarily feel comfortable with. And you are coming up as the Empress here. So noticeably, even with the image on the Empress card, you notice her stance is very relaxed. She's reclined on a chair. She's just looking very goddess-like, very regal, but in this effortless state of being. And I see that being you, almost like, wow, this person is so fixated on you and like running circles around you. And I'm hearing that message from your guides about, regardless of what you might want with this person now or in the future, it's extremely important never to reach outside of yourself or outside of your own state of calm, peace, and alignment in order to go and get something, to chase something, to bring it in to your reality. That is not your job, because you are truly the alchemist of your life. You are the molder of energy. You are the visionary. You aren't meant to be chasing or pushing or going out and trying to make something happen. You are meant to be visioning it and receiving it from a place of stability into your life. And if it feels disruptive to your sense of peace or to your sense of stability, then either it's not aligned with you or the timing just isn't yet in alignment, because what really is in alignment for you will flow to you naturally and effortlessly, and you'll only have to receive it. You won't have to, in a sense, reach or stretch or push for it. And I almost get the sense of this being someone who, in part because of their own insecurities that they haven't worked through, it's almost like they want you to reach outside of yourself to prove how you're feeling about them, to be a kind of band-aid for the insecure feelings that they haven't worked through. But again, that ultimately isn't sustainable, and you have a deeper spiritual wisdom to recognize that. So I do have the Three of Cups for you, beautiful Empress, as well. So you are definitely coming into a very beautiful celebratory time of your life. If you aren't experiencing this already, I see this coming very soon for you. There may be literal happy milestones or celebratory events coming into your life very soon, but this also can represent brand new, more soul-aligned community entering or being attracted into your physical life experience as well, because this can really speak to the gathering together of like-minded souls in a very physical, celebratory kind of way, whether that's community-wise, platonically, or romantically. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more into this energy of someone trying to move very fast with you again, whether that's someone from your past or someone coming in futuristically. I will be channeling more on their innermost thoughts and feelings towards you, any messages they might have for you. They are coming up as the King of Wands here. So this could be what they are transforming into, someone who is very much a leader, someone who's very decisive about you, but also notably very independent in their own energy. So this may be someone in the process of transforming to a state of greater stability and independence, but at the time they might be coming off a bit more insecure or dependent in some type of a way. So again, we will be channeling more details on that in the extended reading. I will also be channeling any further messages from your spirit guides or your higher self regarding your current life path here on Earth, anything else you might need to know at this time. So if you do feel guided to it, the link to that extended reading is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. For now, I'm going to read from one final Rumi Oracle card, and this card has been coming out frequently. It's very interesting how of all the cards in the Rumi deck, when we hit certain collective themes, we will tend to pull some of the same Rumi cards in these readings. Of course, I don't believe in accidents or coincidences, so I am going to channel a message from the guidebook here today. And the guidebook says, "Is it difficult to see your magnificence? Without a mirror the size of the galaxy, how could you possibly witness all that you are?" This oracle comes to you with a message. Success is yours, but you must believe in your ability, your readiness, and your capacity to take this next phase of your journey now. No fear, even the most stubbornly persistent, would be able to withstand the sight of your magnificent beating heart, so wild with life. In the sight of that wild heart, you would have to call all your fears close to you, soothing them with words of love, like riled children in need of tenderness and quiet. You have within your soul possession more than enough grace to see you through anything you are bold enough to envision for yourself or for any vision you feel life has bestowed upon you. So that feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. Thank you so much again for sharing your own powerful, beautiful energy with this collective reading today. I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. Of course, if you do resonate with my energy, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And if you do feel guided to join me now over on Patreon in the extended reading, you can join our beautiful Patreon soul tribe by following the link in the pinned comment and description box under the video. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will connect with you here again in Monday's reading.